Stronger than the Canadian dollar.
Baby's first coin set.
The dealers, the collectors, and all the money in money. Ever start a coin collection when you were a kid, maybe dreaming of the vast fortunes you could make from them? Well, come on with us into the world of coin dealers. Our guide, Ingrid Smith.
These are my life membership certificates for Canadian Numismatic Association, American Numismatic Association.
Don't let appearances fool you.
This is a reference letter from the German Bundesbank.
This unassuming woman is one of Canada's smartest coin dealers. Ingrid Smith is on call for her knowledge of counterfeiting by some of the world's top institutions.
I brought to the attention of the United States Mint that there is a die for one of their silver dollars out on the street.
And 4 times a year, she puts on one of North America's biggest coin shows. In the high-pressure world of coin trading, Ingrid's Lady Cool.
There's no rain, no storm, no blizzard.
Usually, but it's 2 hours to her show, and she can't get a cab.
For 30 years, I memorized their old number, and then they changed it on me.
At a time of life when many people are thinking of taking it easy, Ingrid's still taking it. What's ahead? 3 days of coin action.
Hi.
In the taxi, she's vigilant. A business that deals in money, all of it cash, attracts plenty of bad guys.
It is one of the riskiest businesses, not so much at a show. Other than that, you may get robbed because you're not careful. It happened to all of us because we didn't lock our case or something like that. But because of the gangs that follow dealers to a show or on the way home from a show.
For the next 72 hours, American and Canadian coin dealers will practically live here.
I have to reset the whole room. It comes every time. It's spacing for... Some dealers are very fat, and they have to have room to get through.
Like a good soldier, she's got her plan. Every meter measured and sold. In Section A, the Canadian Mint, they pay big bucks for their place outside the main floor. Randy Weir, a specialist in antique coins, is in the main hall. Gotta have his favorite spot. The Brombergs, a choice corner spot for the televangelists of the coin trade. And from Nova Scotia, Sandy Campbell, who makes some of the biggest deals in the world of coins. Ingrid makes her money renting this space to dealers. And with her reputation, she pulls in some of the best.
This is where the auction is held.
An hour after she's arrived, Dick, her husband, stops by for his marching orders.
Okay. All these have to go a little close to pull in this.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Her daughter, Christina, an American gold specialist, takes her post. By 10 a.m., the dealers are setting up their stands.
Ian Lang is...
The coin game mostly takes place on the road at shows like these. Everyone knows each other. It's a small club.
I was in Alabama last week on business, and 2 weeks before that I was in England, and 2 weeks before that I was in Florida, and then I go the next week to Chicago, and the week after that I go to Seattle.
Ingrid organizes the action like a 3-act play. First day is mainly for dealers, looking for items they need, searching for bargains. Maybe at today's auction.
Lot number 13, I have 110, I need 115. 115, I need 120. 120. 125, 130, I need the 5. 135, I need 140. Last call at 135, sold to bidder number 512 at 135.
The dealers are buying for collectors, the ones who saved the coins.
This is a set that was presented to a friend of the master of the mint in 1935.
And that's what, how much?
55,000.
What's the most expensive coin you've ever sold?
A 1911 silver dollar. About $500,000.
But in this business, the bread and butter depends on turning coins over.
How about 150 Canadian apiece?
Yeah, that's real.
Is that real enough?
This is a business of thin margins and once in a while a big killing.
You have to keep flipping it. Like, for example, all these gold coins will be shipped out Monday. And then I go to another coin show and same thing again. So every week it's all being turned around as fast as possible because otherwise you're tying up a ton of money.
They went for $500, $600, $700 US plus.
What keeps them hot is the moment a great deal walks in.
A dealer walks up, he says, "Do you want to buy some coins?" I start looking through these coins, and it's real low grade, low price stuff. You know, coins priced at 50 cents and $1, and so I'm going through his nickels, and I find a variety. I bought for 40 cents and sold it 15 seconds later for $500.
Ingrid makes money putting on this show, but she's always scouting for a juicy deal for herself. Meanwhile, over at her daughter's stand, a guy with a coin and a story. He thinks it's a rare gold piece worth 50 thou.
Tilt the coin as you look at it, right above the F in of. It's a raised line coming out of the edge, and that's called a tooling mark. It's counterfeit. That's typical on counterfeits.
When we hire people, they have to go through the height requirement. Steve and Roxanne Bromberg are the new kids on the block, taking the once sleepy coin biz in a new direction.
Great to be back, our grand finale again.
They sell on the TV shopping channel.
This is one of our debuts for this weekend.
You can see the telephone lines on a monitor lighting up. We introduce a new product, and there are 100 telephone calls coming in. You know that you've hit something that people like.
This is a beautiful presentation. It is genuine leather.
The Bromberg approach? Sell the story, not the coin.
23 years ago.
23 years ago.
Chance to travel back a bit.
That represents probably about 75% of our business.
Day 2, here come the customers.
It's one of our neat new products, Baby's First Coin Set.
The Canadian Mint's here for the first time, right where the collectors are coming through the door.
In a connection with our theme of our silver dollar, we have Macintosh apples as well, which we're using as a little promotion.
Ingrid likes their business, but they're not in the main hall. That's because most dealers don't like the Mint selling coins in competition with the private sector. Ingrid shows strategy, keep prices low. Kids get in free. You need a new generation of coin dealers. Women collect coins, but mostly this is a good old boys game.
75 bucks, something like that.
You're discouraged real quick here.
It's a hobby like golf, but without the exercise.
$8.50.
If you collect money, coin of the realm is only part of the story.
That's $3,500. It's a beauty.
Paper is the other part, and some people are just fanatic about collecting it. Ingrid, however, suggests that saving paper money could be hazardous to your pocketbook.
In 1935 and 37, each one could have bought you a house. Today, you can get double face, that's it, $2,000. But the house is today worth at least $100,000. So why would you want to hide this in your mattress?
Well, coin people do tend to be a bit snooty about paper, folks. But just what is going on in this room? Yikes, is that the stuff you've thrown away?
The 50 cent, the first series, I went $30.
And last time you told me $20.
Did I? Yeah. Okay, it's $20 now. Then
in the money game, this is the believe it or not crowd.
Let's just bulk up the price.
All right.
25.
True zealots who consider Canadian Tire money
So $78.
Canada's second national currency.
We like to think it's stronger than the Canadian dollar.
Really?
Yes.
Is that what you, is that?
$500 for a 50-cent coupon?
So one of the scarcer of the Canadian Tire coupons. It's from the original issue.
Viewers, check those drawers. Day 3, a river of money changing hands. While there's plenty of checks being exchanged, the favorite stuff is cash. With so many American dealers, it's tough to talk GST around here.
What are you asking?
1,000 Canadian.
How about 220s for a 10?
Sure. Ingrid's found a deal. You never know what will show up, and Ingrid has honed in on a collection of very expensive pens. They're not coins, but she has customers who will buy them. But first, she has to close this deal before someone else sees them.
Oh, you want to borrow? I thought you were pressuring me to buy those notes.
Oh, I will eventually, but now I want to borrow $2,000 because the guy's leaving for Montreal.
She needs cash fast, and when dealers need cash, they borrow from one another.
Check that, ma'am, and see if it's correct.
Thanks.
How many pens are there?
A lot.
How much?
A lot.
How many? 10? 20?
More.
I would have paid less.
But really high-end stuff. Well, 2 of them I can sell for $500 each.
It's the last afternoon, and the place is rocking with action. The Brombergs are buying up a storm. The dealers, a tight club, are beginning to warm up to Steve's style.
What I need is clear lettering and the portrait to not be too bad. Like, it just depends on what the coin looks like. If it looks like a piece of crap, I can't use it.
Well, this coin here, Philip I, was issued to commemorate the 1000th anniversary of the founding of Rome.
But most coin dealers are simply in love with their coins.
They started gathering up exotic animals from all over the Roman Empire, and during the 1000th anniversary celebrations, they had, games and things in the Colosseum.
1 shilling.
It's not late paper.
Real or fake? A fellow dealer wants Ingrid's advice.
It doesn't look real to me. Trust me.
Well, it was.
Well, where's the watermark for one thing?
At the end of the show, how did they do? The dealers kept that news to themselves, but the wads of cash got bigger and bigger. Ingrid got her pants.
I'm just so happy with them. But there's one poking me, so I want to turn it around.
Was a little stress there.
Well,
No,
because
but
somebody
she's-
was muscling in on my deal.
Next week, she'll start planning the June show. Meantime, the pens were an awfully nice deal. Yes, indeed.
You
All
guard
right.
these with your life.
Where shall I put them? In here?